Welcome back. I'm super excited for today's video because I finally got in my GLAMLITE Fresh Prints collection, and this box is so freaking cool. But I'm really excited to show you guys the swatches and two looks that I've created with this collection, this being one. But if you guys want to hear my thoughts or maybe get a little inspiration for a fun look, then hi, my name is Heather. I love all things makeup, especially colorful makeup and indie brands. And if you guys love those things too, I really hope you will subscribe. And if you do, don't forget to click the little bell so you can be notified of all my future uploads. And with that being said, we have to talk about this freaking collection. So there's two things I love. One being colorful makeup, like I say in every intro, but the other one being fresh prints. I love fresh prints so much. And I'm talking about the first one. I like the second series as well, but I don't look at it as fresh prints. I go in with a whole different mindset for a whole other show because I feel like most remakes never go the way you want them to. But I really love fresh prints. And when I saw this collection, I literally lost my mind. Now you can get this full collection with this really cool PR box for $88, which obviously is what I did. Look at me over here stating the obvious. But you can also pick up the full collection without the PR box for $74. And you can use a code. Unfortunately, at this very moment, I do not have one, but hopefully one day I will. But in this collection, you get the eyeshadow palette, the highlighting palette, two lip glosses, a setting spray, and some lashes. So the eyeshadow palette retails for $24, which is not bad at all. This is a 15 color palette, and you guys know indie palettes are really expensive right now. Makeup in general is really expensive right now, but you get 5 shimmers and 10 mattes. I love how bright and vibrant these are. And I also love how this palette goes from really light to really dark. And I'm so excited to show you guys both of the looks that I created. But I'm really excited to have this palette in my collection. And then we have the highlighting palette. This retails for $16. And these are so pretty and shimmery. And I'm really excited about these. Now, the one I have on today, I think looks really beautiful, but I still have to try out 2 of the other ones. And if you want to know which one I'm wearing today, then you'll have to watch the video. But then we also have the lashes. These retail for $8. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I think the GLAMLITE lashes are always way too big. They're just a bigger, bolder lash than what I like to wear personally. But I do like getting them so that I can use them when I do like more special effects makeup or stuff like that. But to be honest, they're just honestly building up in my drawer because I never wear them. But it's just that I don't prefer these types of lashes. I like something a little more wispy, like natural. And this was one that I'm really excited about. We have the Fresh Prince setting spray. I think this is really cute because it looks like a spray paint can, but it has a very nice mister on it as well, as you can see. But this retails for $14. And this is actually my first time trying this out. But you guys will have to stay tuned for the end of the video to see how I feel about it, because to be honest, I really don't know yet. And then last but not least, we have the Fresh Prince lip gloss set. I think the mics are cute. I've heard some people say they thought they were cheesy, but I'm cheesy, so I thought they were really cute. But I think these are really pretty, like the color, the shades that they are. They look beautiful on the lips, but I'm really excited to have these in my collection. And I'm not ashamed. I will totally pull a microphone out of my purse to reapply my lip gloss. Let's go ahead and get into look number 1, and I'll show you guys how I came up with this. So this collection doesn't come with a blush, so I decided to go in with this Betty Boop Blush Duo. I just mixed the shades to get like a pretty like nude blush, but I also went in with a lip liner. This is from the GLAMLITE Frosted Flakes collection, and it's really pretty. But I wanted to go ahead and try one of the glosses. I really like, I think they're both pretty. Like the other one's a little more peach, but I really want to see what this one looks like. I think this is really, really pretty. It gave me like a really pretty nude lip. If you're not familiar with the GLAMLITE gloss formula, it is a really good one. It's very comfortable, very easy to wear. It's not sticky at all. I think it's really beautiful, and I'm excited to have this in my collection, and I can't wait to try out the other one in look number 2. But next, I want to go in with some setting spray. I like to do it twice. I do it like before my highlight, and then I do it again after. I feel like it helps it melt into the skin a little bit better. So let's try this sprayer out. I think the can is like super cute too. Very fine. This is actually my first time trying the GLAMLITE setting sprays. That mist is really nice. The mister. I don't really smell anything. No, it has no scent to it at all, which is nice, especially if you're like me and you got some serious allergies. But next, I want to go in with this highlighter. This formula looks like the ones that I've really been loving. The one that's in this palette, actually, Garfield. And it's similar to like the Ghost Face and the one from the Jason collection. I've really been enjoying those. But for this look, I think I want to go in with this first shade here called Chillin' Out. And I'm just using a highlighter brush. This one is from ColourPop, and I was correct. That is freaking stunning. Oh, wow. That looks so freaking shiny and glossy. That is a beautiful formula. I really hope that's picking up on camera the same way it does in real life. After I do my highlight, I like to go back in with some more blush just to kind of like blend it all together a little better. Especially where like I go over it with that sponge. I like to kind of re-intensify it. I like a strong blush, but if you don't, you don't have to go back over it. And now it's time to create my first eye look. This palette swatch so pretty. I'm sure I'll mention that in the intro, but the shimmers, this, I have a feeling this is a really good GLAMLITE shimmer formula. At least that's the way it felt when I swatched them, but I mean, time will tell. So I'm going to start this out with my Moto brush, and I want to go into this shade called Lucky Charm. And as always, the pigmentation is definitely there. But I want to put this in the inner corner. I'm so excited for this palette. So pretty. I love fresh prints. But that's really pretty. It blended. I mean, it's doing all the things so far. But next, I really want to go into this shade here called Bluebirds. It's so freaking beautiful. When I swatched these together, I like lost my mind. And again, with the pigmentation, this eye look is going to be everything. Okay, I'm switching on over to my large blending brush because she's pigmented. And I want this shade to be like my base color. I'm just basically building this up to the level of opacity that I'm looking for and just blending it out as I go. I think this shade is gorgeous. And now I'm going to use that same brush, and I want to go back into the green, and I'm going to use that is my blending out shade. Now I want to go in with this shade right here called Love at First Sight. And I'm going to press this right in the center and kind of fade it out here. And then I'm going to use the same brush. I've just cleaned it off, and I'm going to go into this blue. This little thing is so pigmented, like you could see, and I barely even touched that. Wow. Then I'm just going to go in with this brush and use this to help blend this out. And I've not added anything extra. Not yet, anyway. I'm picking up a little bit more of Love at First Sight. Now I'm going to go back in with some more of Lucky Charm on this large blending brush. Now I'm kind of switching my plans, but hopefully I don't regret it. But I'm using this white base from GLAMLITE. It's from the Kiss collection. And I want to press some of this here in the inner corner. I'm going to wipe off the brush so I can pat this out. Okay. Now it looks a little crazy, but I decided that I actually want to use the pink in my inner corner. I think that might be either a really good idea or a real bad one, but we're about to find out. And she's pigmented. But I'm just going to press because I don't want this to muddy up where it's so close to that green. So it's best to press and not swipe. Just clean this brush off on my Sigma switch. And now I'm just going to slightly blend. I really need a light pink, so I'm going in with a white powder, and I'm just adding some of this pink eyeshadow to the back of my hand, and then scooping out some of this pink powder to mix, and I'm kind of like making my own eyeshadow so I can use that to blend this out. And I know it looks like kind of crazy on the lid right now, but once I get the shimmers on, it'll make more sense. So for the lower lash line, I'm going to start out with the pink and put this down in the inner part. I'm basically going to do the same exact thing down here as I did up top, and I will be right back. So now I'm going in with some NYX glitter glue on the lid, and I'm going to place the shimmers down. Okay, for shimmers, I think in the center, I'm just going to use my finger, but I want to use this shade here called Prince, and I want to tap this right in the center. I'm going to actually use this to kind of blend the pink and the green together. Looks crazy. I'm hoping it gets better. You guys are probably holding your breath. So then I want to go in with the shade Hex. This shade is so freaking pretty. And these shimmers are the really good GLAMLITE shimmer formula, which makes me super freaking happy. Maybe I don't. I'm just going to go over that purple. I think it will make more sense just to have the green here. But do you see like how reflective that is? It's the GLAMLITE, it's like the Garfield and the Betty Boop palette. Those really good shimmers. So that makes me super excited to play more with this palette. But next, I want to go into the shade Big Banks. And that is going to go here. Oh, I'm feeling the look now. I was a little scared for a minute, I'm not going to lie. I didn't know how this was going to turn out. I mean, I was hoping for the best, but I'm totally into it now. So now I'm going in with a pencil brush, and I'm going to pick up more of this and use this for inner corner highlights. Actually, I'm going to have to go in with something else over top because this isn't light enough for me in my pasty skin. I'm going to go in with my Blend Bunny Cosmetics Noctilucent palette, and I'm just going to use the shade Phenomena. It's one of my favorite inner corner highlight shades anyway. But it also just so happens to go perfect with this look. I didn't even realize that I made my eyeshadow match the cover until it was finished. But this is the finished eye before lashes and liner. Now, I'm going to be honest, I don't think this is my best job I've ever done, but I've had like 3 hours of sleep and I'm super tired. So for that, I think it is pretty good. But let me go do the other eye off camera and I will be right back. And then we will move on to look number 2. I am back for the finished look. I think it looks really pretty. I like it a lot better now that I have the lashes on. Like I said earlier, I think this probably isn't the best work that I've done, but I'm so tired. I'm so ready for this day to be over, and I think that's got a lot to do with it. But in my waterline, I am wearing the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Icebreaker. But as for this palette, so far I'm having a lot of fun with it. I think it's the really good GLAMLITE formula so far. But I'm really excited to wake up tomorrow feeling rested and creating look number 2. I'm back and I am way more awake and I'm ready to get into look number 2. So I wanted to use the pink highlighter this time and see if it works for me as a highlight or if it's going to be more of a blush topper situation. And I think it might be best for me as a blush topper, to be honest, because you can kind of see it. I mean, you can definitely see the light reflect off of it, but it's a little too deep for my very fair skin tone, which I do like blush toppers. So either way, I'm going to be able to use it. But if you guys were curious about it, figured I would just throw that out there. But now I'm going to go back in with this one, the shade Chillin' Out. It's pink as well. This one I'm pretty sure will not work on my, no, there's no way. That definitely will not work on my skin either. It will probably be too dark, but 2 out of 3 ain't bad. So for liner, I used the Michaela Part 2 liner, one of them, but I'm just going to go in with the more like clear pink. And I think that looks beautiful on the lips. I really love GLAMLITE's lip formula a whole lot. Highly recommend all of their lip kits. If the color speaks to you, you will probably most likely enjoy them. But now let's get into this eye look. So I want to start this look out using a small shader brush. This one is from BH Cosmetics, but I want to go into the pink and use this first here in the inner corner. You could probably hear my dogs barking. The mail must be here, which is kind of exciting because I did pick up those new blushes from FENTY. I picked up one, and I'm excited to finally have those. And I'm going to leave this like this for now. I'm going to use a large blending brush, and I want to use this purple shade right here called Waterworks. Yeah, the mail is definitely here. They're going nuts down there. But I'm just going to work this in the outer half of the crease and slightly blend it out as I go. So far, so good. These are blending very nicely. Then I want to go into this shade right here called P.S. I Love You. It reminds me so much of the ColourPop Prance liner. It's like a really pretty cool tone blue. Like, look at that pigmentation. It's freaking sickening. But I'm going to put this in the crease. I'm just going to keep like building this up and blending it out as I go. And then I'm going to go back in with my large blending brush and pick up more of that beautiful purple shade. These are so beautiful and vibrant. I'm going to pick up some more of that blue, but I'm going to do it on this larger brush. Almost said blush. I think this is really cool. I love this. So I'm going to go in with this dark purple here called Pool House. And I'm going to put this in the outer corner. This definitely works to like deepen up that crease shade a little. Now I want to go in with just a little bit of the blue, and I really do mean that this time. And I'm doing it on a pencil brush just to really deepen up this very outer corner. Yeah, that's perfect. Now for the lower lash line, I'm going to start out with the blue shade, this one. And I'm going to just run this along the lower lash line. Oop, I almost picked up the wrong shade. That would have sucked. Then I just cleaned the brush off on my Sigma switch. And I want to go back into the pink and do that right here. And then, let's see, I'm going to use the purple to just blend out the blue shade. Honestly, this was a pretty easy look to create. But now I'm going to go in with some NYX glitter glue and just place this on the lid. And now you could probably hear music playing. I'm actually getting ready to go get my allergy test done, and I'm so freaking happy because I get to start my medicine back today, and I'm ready for that. I woke up coughing my freaking head off at like 6:30 this morning, which sucked, but I'm just ready to be put back on my meds. So for shimmer, what do I want to do? Okay, for shimmers, I want to start with this shade right here called Love Hurts. It's really pretty. And I'm going to put that out here. Blends so perfectly in with that outer corner. And then I'm going to go in with the shade Prince. I'm going to take that one most of the way in. I'm going to use my finger. It's just easier. And lastly, I want to use some of Big Bank's for my inner corner. And it might actually work for this look where everything else is so deep. Oh, still need something else. That's my only pet peeve with GLAMLITE, and it is a small one because it's only a preference. I just wish that they would put a really light shade in their palettes that would work well for an inner corner highlight. I'm going to use my Indepth Amy Loves palette. I love this blush palette. Well, blush and highlighter. It's so freaking pretty. But let's use this as an inner corner highlight. Ooh, and it's perfect. I used this one just now, but I'm going to use a little bit of this one to lighten the inner corner of the lid. And this is the eye before liner and lashes. You guys know I'm going to do Prance in the waterline, but I'm going to go do the other eye off camera, and I will be right back to show you guys the finished look. And here is the finished look. I think it turned out really pretty. So goes with my outfit, like so freaking well. And like I said, I did use Prance in the waterline, and I think it really added a lot, pulled that blue in to this look. I think it's really pretty. I really love the tones that they played with in this palette too. So I really love the first look, but I was so freaking tired yesterday that I feel like I could have done it better. So because of that, I like this one more, but I liked the color combo of the first look more, if that makes sense. But I had so much fun playing with this collection. This is the really, really good GLAMLITE formula. I like this so much more than the Kiss palette that I reviewed last. I had so much fun with this. I love the color story, but the formulas in here are really, really good. The shimmers are the really beautiful, impactful shimmers that I found in some of my favorite palettes from GLAMLITE. I really enjoy the highlighter as well. I can't really give a review on this yet because I haven't really gotten the opportunity to really put it to the test, but I'm going to today while I'm out for my appointment. And then lastly, we have the gloss. I think they look beautiful. I love all of the GLAMLITE lip formulas. Their liners, gloss, lipsticks, liquid lipsticks, lip masks. I love it all. But like I said earlier, it just depends on the colors and what you're into. If you can find something that you like, then I do recommend it because I've not met a bad GLAMLITE lip product yet. And the only thing in this collection that I did not try are the lashes. And while they are really pretty, I just feel like they're too big for my eyes and my preferences. Let me know down below if you picked this up and what your thoughts are on this collection. And let me know which look was your favorite. Thank you guys so much for watching this video all the way to the end. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. It really does help me out. And until next time, bye.